Old Man Race Fan here. Thanks for watching. Hey, I'm still at the Terre Haute Action Track the morning after the Tony Holman Classic. What a great race this was. And but I kind of wanted to share a bit of a video about some other racing that we're doing this year. So my dad and I, we own a vintage sprint car, and we race it with a series called the Midwest Throwback Sprint Cars. And they actually race these things. I mean, you know, these are cars like from the 80s and 90s, kind of from the era when I was a kid. When I was first really interested in racing, you know, these were what sprint cars looked like. And I'll put a picture of our car up here. So I used to drive sprint cars way back in the old days, and when we started running these vintage cars again, I felt like, you know, yeah, I'll drive again. And a lot of the racers that run in this series are kind of older guys like me, and so it's, you know, gentleman's racing, should I say? I mean, people race pretty clean in this series because these cars are treasures of the past, and you know, everybody wants to take care of them. So not to say that sometimes bad things don't happen, because they do. Well, a couple of years ago, I decided that I'm really not competitive anymore. So as a driver, so we connected with a couple of guys out of Illinois, Trace and Eddie Mehler. They were looking for a vintage car to run. We had a car that we weren't going to run, so anyway, we've kind of forged together a pretty solid team, and we've had success this season. Our first race was April 6th, and it was at the Highland Speedway. It was so early in the year, we didn't even have any sponsor decals or anything on the car yet, and so we set quick time. We won the heat race with Trace Mehler driving. And then, of course, we also won the feature, too. Here, I'll put some pictures up.
So into turn number 3 they go. Trey Mehler in the 55, Scott Blue in the 11. Pick up the pace.
Trace drove a really smart race that night. He was so far out front that once he caught up to lap traffic, he just drove really smooth and tried to keep the car out of trouble. So that was really neat.
9 cars rolling, 20 laps is the distance, and your throwback sprint cars just about ready to do it. Through 3 and 4, the flagman looks them over and on.
for watching, and we will see you again sometime very soon at the races.